Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Felipe Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Vidded Bat 4, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS, Paso Robo, Rapist Night, Red Randy, Red Gordon, Elleries, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, and your team. C. Pickett Street, Jamaica Street. C. Joe, Harry, Karen, God's Country, and Western. Who else? Oh, Carnies. Ghetto Light Negroes. Perlita, Bernard, Harry, Joe, 61 Oyster Cracker Man, All American. Your people's story is based upon prevention, preventing people from doing something, like 3 or 4 times in a row. Would that mean that the reasons why it's not working for you, Bernard, is that when you prevent those or make those events happen to prevent something, that it's preventing you from becoming something 3 times and plus in a row? So whether here, Michigan, Colorado, Oregon, Washington, Florida, Texas, if you keep getting in the way, Harry, Joe, Bernard, if there's an unresolved issue here, Bernard, if Joe prevented something from happening so he could stick his dick where it didn't belong first, Bernard, and you follow on that routine, then guess what? Or in Indiana. Or if you guys make people fat. Or if you do all that weird shit you're doing with your little technology. If you're with GPS Paso Robo Night, if the dial doesn't belong to you and you're playing keep away, you're preventing the kid from doing his job. If the computer that it wasn't that you guys took, you're playing keep away with it, it don't belong to you, Joe, Harry, and it's not going to work. Doing hand-me-down, going, oh, we acquired everything, we're the bidded bat for, da-da-da-da-da, we're gods now. No, it's not me. He's hoarding it so you can go, oh, now I'm God. Once we kill him, then I'll be God. Robo Night. Do you know why people are moving forward? Why you get in the shit piles of the hillbilly squads and all that? Because you people prevented something through your racism from happening. Or Bernard, if you put people down, or Harry, Joe, in carny mode, red eyes, when they're not supposed to, you prevented them from actually being. So if the kid that you killed, Joe, Harry, out here, wasn't a blue eye, like I keep saying, I'm not red eye. I shouldn't have red. But if you guys are so redneck racist, Bernard, it doesn't penetrate in your skull that you guys fuck shit all up with your boxes and your cans. It's like, are those supposed to even be there, Bernard? So putting your cans and your boxes there, professing that you're God's, preventing something from happening, correct, Bernard? So now you guys created all this in your majesty going, oh, we're God. But Bernard, if it was never a man, and it should have been a woman, and Joe and you guys killed her, then you can never become God. You prevented her from becoming. Never stand in the way of a woman or prevent her from becoming. Bernard, while you guys were mangling up people's faces and covering up and running around and spending all this money for your dramatic story of bullshit, are you preventing something from happening? Because you're more tied up with your bullshit, and the 3 or 4 times that people have come through here and tried to tell you, Bernard, you guys are doing it wrong, you guys go, we're God, we're doing it right. Well, guess what, Bernard? People get sick of that shit. You wanted to live in shit, Bernard and Harry, Joe. You guys have spent more money covering up the abuse and slaughter of those families, asserting your guys' story is the right one. When Bernard, ever since the group of you came out here and found out, it's never gone the other way. You guys haven't even done it that old traditional way yet, and you guys assert that Joe's way and their way, how Harry and them stuck that kid on the computer, that they liked it, they were so excited about it, and then took it over. Maybe that's where you get you guys' anger from, and then loaded it all up in, Bernard. So if you screw over my friends and family, Bernard, are you guys preventing something which is preventing you, Bernard Carney Man? Maybe, Carney Bernard, your nose is so stuck up far up your ass and in the air and into a Carney mode, in denial about what you really are and what you guys done, is preventing you from becoming, Bernard. That's what I'm saying. If you destroy the one, or you make the one fail, how are you going to ever be a success, Bernard? based upon the failure of the one, or if you guys' method is to destroy the eye to supposedly create the eye. See why the Egyptians' pyramids probably sunk into the ground like the heavy stone that they are? No, David. You live in denial. You are not, Battlemorat, you are not the God of Earth or Israel. Just because you acquired maybe some nicer, pointier teeth than me through Joe or the Indians. Who says that's the pinnacle of being God? Only you do. Jehovah, Dave, and Joe, only you guys did. You're more obsessed with this, Bernard. Or the disputes and arguments in those churches. It means you're candy fag, Bernard and Harry, Joe. Perlita, Dave. That's what you are. That's the epitome of your pathetic godliness. Being gay and serial killer. And guess what? It didn't work, did it? Because maybe the first ones, Joe, when they set them in, the first Googles, there was no death and murder. They didn't do it violently. They did it gently. Fragile. And you guys didn't do that. You went around hillbilly and fag beating the shit out of all of them because you guys were jealous. Oh, it's too easy! And then Bernard decided to make his own secret laboratory wherever and then fuck everybody's shit up who knew how to get it to work or spent the money to do it. So that's the result, Bernard. Your prevention so you could stick your dick somewhere where it didn't belong first. You forcing me to go with Perlita, Bernard, and Taco Joe. Harry, when you guys know it wasn't, makes you a dipshit. And see, her and my face is getting all fucked up, huh, Bernard? Joe, huh? Because Joe, Harry, Bernard, Eloise, you're full of shit. And you've always been full of shit when it comes to this out here. And you guys have fucked up so many lives over it. Like I said, you wanted it this way, Bernard, because you're a carny dumb shit that don't like to listen.